Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today's video was a requested video and this is how I do my foundation. This is just a quick, semi-quick way on how I do my foundation, including color correcting when I actually have the time to, but I hope this benefits you and I hope this answers your questions. Again, this is the way I go about doing things, so don't come for me, don't criticize, I don't want to hear it. Everyone has, you know, their own way of doing things and this is just mine. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Do not forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Also hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video, and do not forget to follow me on my social media if you want to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube. I do live Facebook tutorials, but yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and let's get on to the video. Excuse my hair and everything like that, we're just going to get right into it. So today I'm going to show you how I do my foundation. By no means necessary, this is my everyday foundation routine. This is just what I do when I actually have the time to sit down and do all of this. But I just want to talk a little bit about my skin. I personally have acne prone, oily, combination sensitive skin. So right now my face is cleansed, moisturized and toned. So I will have what I use in my skin down below, but I just want to let you guys know, if you have oily skin, I recommend that you stay away from cream moisturizers. What I mean by that is you want to use more of a gel consistency moisturizer. So I do have two right here that I'll put up for you guys, and I will have them linked down below. So one is from the drugstore and one is higher end. Both of them work really well. I absolutely love both of them, but right now I am only using aloe vera on my skin. I'm using natural aloe vera on my skin only, but I have used both of those gel moisturizers and they are thebomb.com. So again, you have the drugstore and you have the higher end, just depends on your budget. Myself personally, I do not like matte foundations, but if you want a matte foundation, you can go with the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation or the Maybelline Matte Foundation. Those are the bomb. Or if you want a higher end, I would really recommend the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's a really full coverage foundation. You wouldn't need any color correcting with that. And you can sometimes get away without concealer with that foundation because it's full coverage and it's matte. All of them are very comfortable on the skin, but for me personally, I do not like matte foundations. I personally prefer more of a dewy foundation because I just feel like dewy foundations make my skin look like healthy and radiant. Like, I don't want a matte canvas. You understand what I mean? What I do typically is just either carry blotting sheets and, you know, pat my oil throughout the day, or I take a pressed powder or a translucent powder and just, you know, wipe away that excess oil throughout the day. Something quick and easy that I can do if it's like really hot, like if I'm going to a pool or to a barbecue or something like that, I really don't wear foundation. Just either spot conceal or use a BB cream, a tinted like BB cream, and that's it. So I mean, it just depends on you. If you are concerned about like oiliness, if you're gonna be out all day, then I would say, you know, go with the matte foundations. But just for me, don't say,
why is she using a dewy foundation if she has oily skin? It's just my preference.
I'm going to start off with color correcting my skin. So as you can see, I have a little bit of redness on my skin, not too much, because thankfully what I have been doing to my skin has helped out my skin a lot. You do see kind of like little specks on my skin, but that's because I have freckles. I mean, you can't really see them that well, but if you're up and personal, I have freckles. So we're just going to color correct some of this redness. What I like to do is I like to go in with this Wet n Wild Cover All color correcting palette. Affordable. I mentioned it in my favorites video, which I will have linked down below. So you get a green, a purple, a yellow, and a white. The green is going to color correct redness, and the yellow is going to color correct purple, and the purple is going to color correct, it's just going to make your skin a little bit more radiant. So if you have like dark patches on your face, if you apply a little bit of the purple, then it's just going to help, you know, brighten that up. The white is also going to give you that luminosity to your skin. So it's really not a color corrector, it's more of a highlight and illuminator. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take some of the green and I'm going to take that on my ring finger. I like using clean hands for this because since it is a cream product, it helps it blend and just melt more into the skin. So I'm going to apply this around my nose. I'm going to apply some down here because I have a little bit of redness and darkness, so I'll cover that up. And I'm just going to apply some to my cheeks. And what I'm doing is just blending it in slightly. You don't have to blend it into where it disappears in your skin. Like, you don't have to keep blending it in because the foundation and the concealer are going to cover it up. This is just canceling out the redness for right now. I'm going to take some of that purple and I'm going to apply this right around my jaw because I do have some darkness there as well. So like right around the green, and just blend that in. Now if you wanted to, you can go in with the yellow and use that to color correct the bags under your eyes, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to use a different product. Color correct these dark circles, I'm going to use the NYX Dark Circle Concealer, which looks just like this. This is more of a peachy toned concealer, and peach also is going to help brighten up underneath those eyes. If you are more of a fair to medium skin tone, I would recommend like a peachy to orange concealer. Now if you are more of a darker complexion, you could use a really dark bold orange or even red to help color correct underneath your eyes. So again, I'm going to take this on my ring finger and I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes to help cancel this out. I'm going to apply my foundation. The foundation that I'm going to use today is one of my favorites, and this is the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation. I recommended you guys use the matte one, but this is the glowy illuminating one. Now I wouldn't say that it gives you like a wet look, but it does give you some luminosity to your skin. In my opinion, it's like a satin finish because it gives you that natural glow, which I really like because again, I don't like that matte flat finish. So this also has SPF 15, which is great for the skin and great for the summertime or anytime throughout the year. And I'm going to use the color 207. Now this is going to be a little bit light on me, but let's just get past that. I just kind of like drew all over my face and gave myself some designs. Now I want to talk about what you should use to blend in your foundation. I'm going to talk quick before this starts dripping. I personally like to use my Real Techniques beauty sponge. You can use a beauty blender, whatever you like. I like to use this one because it is affordable, and these sponges, they kind of, you know, wear and tear. So this is good to have. $5.99. You could get the double pack for like $10 or whatever, and I mean they come in handy. So mine is actually damp because in my opinion it helps me blend the product so much quicker than a dry ass sponge. And it also prevents it from soaking up the product, because a dry sponge, what does a dry sponge do? It soaks up product. If it's already damp, it won't soak up so much product. So this is what I'm going to be using today. I will have this link down below for you. Another product from Real Techniques which I absolutely love would be the Expert Face Brush, which looks just like this. It is a dome shape foundation brush. This is perfect because it will get underneath those eyes, around the eyebrows, in between, and it's just really nice. But I just feel like this kind of takes forever, and you really have to work it in circular motion so you don't end up with those brush strokes. So that's why I prefer my sponge. But if you want to take the brush route, this is my #1 recommendation. But anyways, let's go in with my sponge and I'm going to start blending this away. Alright, so I have that foundation blended in. Like I said, it is a little bit different from my body, but don't come for me. Like I said, it's a little bit off because, you know, it's summertime, we get a little bit of color. Okay, over it. Gonna now apply some concealer because although my dark circles are a little bit covered, I still want to brighten up that area. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. This is crucial if you do not want your concealer to set. And if you are oily, I highly recommend this step because it's really going to help your foundation last. So how I kind of slowed that down. So yeah, it's really going to help your foundation last. I'm going to use the Coty Airspun powder to set my face and my under eyes. I'm just going to take it with my sponge and apply this underneath my eyes. I'm not really going to bake because that can kind of dehydrate your eyes, and I don't really want dried under eyes. So I'm just going to take that little bit of powder and just firmly pack it underneath my eyes to ensure that this does not crease. I'm going to take a little bit in between my eyebrows and around my forehead because this is where I normally get really oily. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder there. And I'm also going to take more powder and just pounce that all over my face to make sure this is all set and it does not budge all day. Okay, so here is the final look. Again, this wasn't like my everyday foundation routine, but this is just what I like to do for having oily skin. And if you do it, you know, from time to time, you kind of get the hang of it and it gets quicker as you go. I will have a recap of everything that I use down in the description box, as well as products and any tips that I have for oily skin down below as well. So make sure to read the description box. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next time.